situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the New England Patriots and the New York Jets. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Now Hall to start the drive. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Play action. It's Wilson. Open man here is Conklin. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Here's Wilson to throw. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Everson Griffin with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Patriots take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Here's Strong to begin the drive. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Jermaine Johnson there to bring him down. So, Charles, you know, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. And we're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, unlike my teenage years where there were blemishes everywhere and the dermatologist was on speed dial. But I do think that they're going to have to start answering questions about this start if they keep winning games. You and I both know, we in the media will start to obsess about it and wonder, can they take it all the way to an undefeated season?
Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's 2nd and 10. Second down, here's Strong once more. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run with Strong. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
Pride of the Jackrabbits of South Dakota State. Pierre Strong migrated from Arkansas to earn his spot on the league's radar with over 1,600 yards in his final collegiate season. New England's always been a stable of backs, and they love using each and every one of them. And it'll be hard to keep Strong off the field with everything he brings as a runner and as a pass catcher. Oh, besides that, he's pretty darn quick and athletic, too.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
That's a very nice game there, a confidence-building run. Love the execution up front and the way he pressed the hole. absolutely perfect.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Open man down the field is Henry. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So that's going to move him half the distance.
First of all, you can't jump in this situation, but think about your play calling now. Could easily change what you want to do and maybe make things a little bit easier.
So now from half the distance closer, here's first and goal. Now Jones. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the one. This Jet defense so far standing tall. They need another stop now, third and goal. Jones keeps it himself, and he is in. Touchdown, New England. Mac Jones, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Patriots are on the board first here this afternoon. Fulk connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Claybrooks going to bring this one out. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. The Jets sitting at 5-2 on the year, and they've been playing well, really well. They're winners of 5 of their last 7, but losers last time out.
And last week they took one on the chin, but to me, this is a pretty resilient bunch. So I don't think they'll dwell too much on that loss. And they'll be looking to come out in this one and make amends right now.
This defense for the Patriots, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And one of the key numbers that I look at after every game, total yards allowed. They held them under 200 yards of total offense. Just couldn't sustain much of anything against them. Great job showing them different looks and then attacking.
They go play action with Wilson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Matt Judon has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Play action. Now Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast, They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones, he's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Throwing, Jones. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That's good for 28 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's got room. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Extra point up and good by Folk, and that'll make the score 14-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They go play action now. Wilson. They'll roll him out right. To the sideline. Wow, what a ball has it knocked loose. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Following the fumble recovery, Jones. He's going to air one out. And this is taken in at the 5. A big play there for New England. And even 40 yards. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2. And now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Harris is into the end zone. Touchdown, New England. Well, fans of old school football, they got to be loving this partner. All three drives so far have ended in a touchdown, and all three on the ground.
And when you say fans of old school football, count me in, because you just don't see ground games dominate the scoring by pounding the rock like this anymore. To me, this is refreshing.
Taking it about the 1. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out, because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. He's going to look deep for more. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Pats are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Throwing to start the drive, Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. That swung out wide to Harris. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Back to throw again. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. After the interception, here's Wilson. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. After the sack on first down, Wilson. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of his first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaughan. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Jones now throwing to start the drive. Forced out to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. To throw again on second down. Jones. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Wilson.
Open man is Denzel Mims.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson.
This pass out wide to Hall.
To the 40 and no further. The broken tackle, but then the hole closed quickly. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson.
There's Hall bringing in another one.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So nothing doing there, and that's going to bring up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Yeah, he'll find Hall, and he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Wilson will throw again.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.